If you're relocating to Middle Tennessee and you're trying to decide between Franklin and Brentwood, you're asking the wrong question. The real question isn't which city is better. The real question is which city is better for you. Because after helping hundreds of families move to Middle Tennessee, I've learned something that surprises a lot of people. The family that absolutely loves Franklin is often the same family that would have been disappointed in Brentwood altogether. And the family that falls in love with Brentwood might never feel at home in Franklin. On paper, these two cities look very similar. Both are affluent, both have incredible schools, both are safe, both have beautiful homes, and they're consistently ranked among the best places to live in Tennessee. But once you start digging deeper, they have very different personalities. My family has roots in Middle Tennessee going back more than 200 years. I grew up in Franklin. I've spent my entire career helping buyers and sellers navigate this market. So today, I want to give you the real answer that most relocation videos just aren't going to give you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which city fits your lifestyle, your family, and your long-term goals. Before we get into the lifestyle comparison, let's talk about what the market data actually shows, because the numbers tell a story that matter for both buyers and sellers. Here's what the data shows right now. According to Redfin, the median sale price in Brentwood was roughly $1.44 million as of mid-26, up over 16% from the prior year. Franklin's overall median sits closer to $950,000, though that number reflects the full single-family market. Inside the estate communities like the Grove, the greater Franklin area, and nearby gated enclaves like Laurelbrook, you are looking at significantly higher price points and a robust high-end inventory. One number that matters specifically for Brentwood buyers, roughly 25% of all Brentwood sales happen above $2 million. According to RealTracs, the Williamson County portion of Brentwood carries a median of $1.56 million, with average active listing prices well above the $2 million mark. That tells you something important about the depth and concentration of luxury inventory in that market. Now, I said something really important: Williamson County. Part of Brentwood is Williamson County and part of it's Davidson County. So when you're looking in the Brentwood area, make sure that you're looking in Williamson County for the school districts, property taxes, things like that. Before we get into the lifestyle comparison, let's talk about what the market data actually shows, because the numbers tell a story that matter for both buyers and sellers. For sellers, both markets are holding value really well. Williamson County is projected to see continued appreciation of 3 to 5% through the rest of 2026. At this level, how a home's presented, marketed, and priced makes a direct difference in the final number. Buyers in these communities are informed and have options, and execution matters. Now let's get into what actually separates these two places. This is the thing most people underestimate, and it's often the thing that ends up mattering the most. Franklin feels like a town that became a city. Brentwood feels like a suburb that became a luxury destination. Franklin has a downtown that people genuinely use. On a Friday evening, Main Street's active. Families are out, restaurants are full, there are farmers markets, festivals, and community events woven into the calendar throughout the entire year. That energy is not manufactured. It's been there for decades and it keeps showing up. If you want an affluent community that also has cultural texture and a sense of place you can feel, Franklin delivers that in a way that is hard to replicate. It is the hallmark town. Brentwood's different. It's polished, quiet, and private. It sits closer to Nashville, straddling the Williamson and Davidson County line with easy access to 65. Executives who travel frequently or commute downtown regularly tend to gravitate toward Brentwood because it simplifies the daily rhythm. Less driving, easier airport access, a low-density residential environment where your home is the destination. If Franklin's the charming luxury town, Brentwood is the refined luxury sanctuary. Neither is better. They're just genuinely different, and which one resonates with you personally is going to tell you a lot about where you belong. Let me be straightforward about something most relocation videos will not tell you. Yes, Williamson County schools are excellent. Both cities are served by the same district, and the public schools here are genuinely strong. But here's what actually happens with a large number of families buying at this level in both Franklin and Brentwood. Their kids end up in private schools. We're talking about schools like MBA, Harpeth Hall, Innsworth, Battleground Academy, Brentwood Academy, FRA, Lipscomb Academy, and CPA. These institutions carry serious academic reputations, strong college placement records, and the kind of alumni network that matter when your kids are applying to competitive universities. Once private schools enter the picture, something shifts in how buyers think about this decision. The school zone question that felt like the whole reason to choose one city over the other suddenly becomes much less important. What replaces is commute time to the school, the neighborhood feel, lot size, and lifestyle fit. Those become the real filters. Here's something practical that affects home prices directly. In Brentwood especially, strong public school zone demand is one of the reasons certain neighborhoods carry a price premium. But if your family's going private, you're paying for that zone premium without using it. That is worth knowing before you fall in love with a specific address. One thing every out-of-state buyer needs to verify: parts of the Brentwood 37027 zip code fall inside Davidson County, not Williamson. That affects school zoning, property tax rates, and which public school your child would attend if you ever needed it. The county line is not obvious from a street address or a map. Always check the actual county on any specific Brentwood property before you go under contract. I've had clients come in with a school district as their primary filter and leave with their kids enrolled in a private school across town. What they actually cared about once we got into it was the neighborhood they were coming home to every single day. Here's what I want you to notice about everything we've covered so far: the school question, the lifestyle question, the neighborhood question. These things layer on top of each other in ways that are hard to untangle from 1,000 miles away. Most buyers think they are choosing between two cities, and what they're actually doing is figuring out how they want to live. If you're in the middle of that process and want a structured way to work through it, grab the Nashville Relocation Guide linked below. It covers the questions our team works through with every relocating buyer before we ever get in a car together, and it'll save you a ton of time. We have got more coming right now on the specific neighborhoods, commute reality, and how to match all of this to your actual situation. One mistake people make when relocating here is treating Franklin and Brentwood as single markets. They're not. Each city contains several completely different lifestyle environments, and the neighborhood you choose is going to define your daily experience far more than the city name. In Franklin, West Haven attracts buyers who want community built into the neighborhood. People walk to dinner, kids ride their bikes, neighbors know each other. There's a social infrastructure there that some buyers love immediately and others find a bit busy for their taste. Berry Farms offers a similar walkable, mixed-use feel, but with its own identity. It's a newer town center style community in South Franklin with shops, restaurants, and green space built right into the neighborhood, so that buyers get the same live, work, play energy without being inside West Haven itself. It has become a strong fit for families who want convenience to 65 and Cool Springs without sacrificing that sense of community on their own street. The Grove is a different experience. It's one of the most exclusive golf and estate communities in Middle Tennessee, with a Tom Fazio designed course and custom homes well into the multi-million-dollar range. Privacy and prestige are part of the products there. And before you come for me in the comments, it's technically not Franklin, but it's close enough, and I'm adding it to the list. Wailea sits in that same rarefied tier. It's a gated, ultra-low density enclave of large estate lots in Franklin, and it consistently attracts buyers who want space, mature trees, and true privacy without leaving the Franklin address behind. If West Haven and Berry Farms are about connection, Wailea is about seclusion, and both are valid ways to live at this price point. Laurelbrook, Legends Ridge, and the estate areas around Greater Franklin offer additional high-end options. And if you want land, privacy, and a slower pace, Leapers Fork attracts a very specific buyer who's not searching for a neighborhood at all. They're searching for acreage and a lifestyle. In Brentwood, Governor's Club is the flagship. It's a gated, guard-staffed community built around a Jack Nicklaus designed championship golf course with estate homes throughout. Annandale offers custom construction, manicured common areas, a playground, and walking trails right in the heart of Brentwood. Hampton Reserve has 75 estate home sites on 93 gated acres. Rosebrook is newer construction featuring a clubhouse, playground, and pools. And Anna's the newest ultra-luxury enclave in the market, with entry prices starting around $6.3 million. The advice I give every buyer I work with: do not fall in love with a city. Fall in love with a neighborhood. Your daily life will be determined far more by the community that you come home to than by your mailing address. Let's talk about something that matters: commute, because this is the thing that can quietly make or break a purchase decision. Brentwood sits roughly 10 to 12 miles from downtown Nashville. In normal conditions, that's 20 to 30 minute drive. If you're commuting downtown regularly, flying out of B&A often, or simply want to minimize time in the car, Brentwood wins the convenience comparison easily. Franklin's about 20 to 22 miles from downtown Nashville. At peak hours, that can be 45 minutes, depending on your exact address and your destination. Franklin works well for buyers whose office is in Cool Springs or southern Williamson County corridor. But if you're heading downtown every day and the drive adds 30 to 40 minutes round trip, that adds up. The house eventually becomes normal. The commute never does. Franklin's luxury tier generally gives you more square footage and often more land for a comparable price than Brentwood does. Brentwood's premium is real and tied to school zone demand, proximity to Nashville, lot size protections built into the city zoning, and the concentration of gated estate communities. Those things command a premium, and that premium has been very durable. So who fits Franklin? If you want a downtown you can walk to, community events and cultural texture built into your weekends, and a neighborhood environment with personality and energy, Franklin is probably going to feel right when you get here. Franklin tends to attract entrepreneurs, healthcare executives, creatives, and families who want the lifestyle to have some depth beyond the house itself. Who fits Brentwood? If convenience is a genuine priority, if your professional life has you moving in and out of Nashville or traveling regularly, if you want larger lots, established privacy, and a quiet residential environment with strong school zone demands supporting long-term value, Brentwood checks the boxes that Franklin simply cannot in the same way. And here's something most people in this market will not say out loud. Many of the best relocation buyers we work with do not start by choosing a city. They start by choosing a lifestyle. Then they find the neighborhood that supports that lifestyle. The city name ends up being almost incidental. Franklin and Brentwood are both exceptional. Both are safe, both have outstanding schools, both have strong luxury markets, and both are holding value with appreciation projected to continue through 2026. But they're not interchangeable. Franklin gives you character, walkability, a downtown that connects you to the community, and a lifestyle with texture. Brentwood gives you privacy, proximity to Nashville, lower density, larger lots, and a polished residential environment built around convenience and exclusivity. The wrong choice is not Franklin. The wrong choice is not Brentwood. The wrong choice is buying before you understand which one fits the life you're actually trying to build here. If you're relocating to Middle Tennessee and working through this decision, reach out to us directly. Our team works with luxury buyers and sellers across Franklin, Brentwood, Nashville, and the surrounding markets every single day. We know the neighborhoods, the school zones, the commute patterns, all the country clubs, private schools, and the details you cannot get from Zillow. The link to connect with us is below. We'll get on a call, understand your goals, and help you figure out which market and which neighborhood actually fits your family before you ever write an offer. If you haven't grabbed it yet, download the Nashville Relocation Guide linked below to start working through these questions on your own time. If you found this helpful, subscribe. Every week, we're publishing real information for people making real decisions about moving to Middle Tennessee. Next, watch our previous video about the best places to live in Middle Tennessee so you can keep narrowing down the right move for your lifestyle and your goals. Welcome to Nashville, y'all.